Sad character deaths. That's tonight's topic. I hope you have some tissues with you. I do. Whew. So what makes a character's death sad? Obviously, you need, at least in our opinion, you actually need to get to know them. We need to see this character's personality, their quirks. You need to see them grow and develop and struggle and overcome their struggle. Huge spoiler warning. Again, now most of these I doubt will actually come as a spoiler, but remember, if something gets spoiled, it's on you. You chose this. Hoban Washburn, aka Wash from Serenity. Whew. Alright, okay. Let's see if I can do this. Wash was always the goofy one, He was the funny, upbeat, really positive. It's the final act, the big climax. The good guys have to get through a planetary blockade in order to send out a very important message. And the only person who can do that is Wash, the pilot. Again, this is his big moment. Before he starts, he goes, "I am a leaf on the wind. Watch how I soar." And then he goes in, weaving, dodging, narrowly missing hairpin turns. Several times you thought, oh man, there's no way they're going to get through this. But of course they did. Yes, I don't think anyone really truly expected that to be the end of the entire ship and crew, but it was still very close. It kept you on edge. And then finally they get through the blockade, but their ship is damaged, so they can't land smoothly, so they have to glide it in. The Wash doesn't even know if it'll work, but they go in anyway. Thud, skid, stop. They landed safely. Breathe. And then, boom. An enemy harpoon is fired straight through the front, hits Wash in the chest, and just sudden, dead. That's it. Boom. Dang it, Joss. That was really sad, but I kind of respect you for it because that was kind of good. Oh, but it was just so shocking and sudden. Oh, man. I am a leaf on the wind. Watch how I soar. Whew. To make things even more sad, I don't know if it's canon, but Wash's wife was pregnant at the time. River Song, Doctor Who. Oh, so River Song is the best companion of New Who. Fight me. In the very first episode, instantly, her character is brilliant, is flirtatious, there's plenty of banter, and trading jabs, and the excitement, you're just like, oh wow, who is this character? And then at the end, okay, now no, I would explain kind of what happened, but no, this time, I'm just going to show the clip.
Auto-destruct in 2 minutes.
Oh, no, come on, what are you doing? That's my job.
Oh, and I'm not allowed to have a career, I suppose.
Why am I handcuffed? Why do you even have handcuffs?
Spoilers.
This is not a joke. Stop this now. This is going to kill you. I have a chance. You don't have any.
You wouldn't have a chance, and neither do I. I'm timing it for the end of the countdown. There'll be a blip in the command flow. That way it should improve our chances of a clean download.
River, please, no.
Funny thing is, this means you've always known how I was going to die. All the time we've been together, you knew I was coming here. The last time I saw you, the real you, the future you, I mean, you turned up on my doorstep with a new haircut and a suit. You took me to Beryllium to see the Singing Towers. What a night that was. The towers sang, and you cried. You wouldn't tell me why, but I suppose you knew it was time. My time. Time to come to the library. You even gave me your screwdriver. That should have been a clue. There's nothing you can do.
You can let me do this!
If you die here, it'll mean I've never met you.
Time can be rewritten.
Not those times. Not one line. Don't you dare. It's okay. It's okay. It's not over for you. You'll see me again. You've got all of that to come. You and me. Time and space. You watch us run.
River, you know my name.
Auto-destruct.
You whispered my name in my ear.
9, 8.
There's only one reason I would ever tell anyone my name.
5,
There's only one time I could.
Shh now. 3. Spoilers. 2.
Hey, you Catholic geeks! So happy to see you guys again. My go-to, most alarming character death was Sirius Black, the godfather I never had.
When you were born, James and Lily made me your godfather.
Due to the spirit of Vatican II and my mother having 2 sisters, I was baptized with 2 godmothers and no godfather. So when Harry Potter found out that he had a secret cool godfather with a flying motorcycle who bought him expensive gifts and was somewhat crazy, I got one of those too.
Who sent it? No one knows.
This came with it.
And then Rowling killed him off in the most painful way possible. He fell through a veil. In the books, it was only a stunning curse and unfortunate trajectory that spelled out his doom. And it was so ambiguous. You only find out the truth about the death veil after the battle. I was crushed. I cried. I vowed I would never be hurt like this again. Upon further reflection, I have since recalled that I had been hurt like that before.
Which isn't a lot, but it's weird that it happened twice, right?
For my parents weren't quite sure about Harry Potter, so they had me read the Chronicles of Narnia first. Thus, I witnessed C.S. Lewis killing off 3 out of the 4 Pevensey siblings and all of Narnia in the last battle. Here, too, Lewis doesn't show their death on screen. We just see the Pevenseys in a dream, and then magically they appear in a stable. The allegory once again strikes me fresh over the head.
In your world, I have another name. You must learn to know me by it.
Though the first time I had to have it spelled out for me. I was so confused. Why was the king of Narnia stuck in a stable? Why didn't he just leave? Why didn't the great kings and queens of the past just go out and fix Narnia?
The great kings of the past look down on us from those stars.
Really?
And then to top it all off, Aslan comes and kills Narnia. These deaths stung not only because they were some of the first character deaths I read, but because the authors went out of their way to fog the deaths in mystery. We go for pages in doubt. Lucy should still be alive. She's only a young woman. Sirius can't die. It was only a stunning curse. All they did was pass through a door. Why can't they come back? In some ways, this lessens the violence of death, making it more kid-appropriate. While in others, it stretches the pain of real loss into almost unrealistic proportions, since death, no matter how shocking, is rarely ambiguous. Though denial and bartering are usually part of the grief process,
Dad, we gotta go home.
it's always better, I find, to rip off a band-aid than remove it slowly. Both Rowling and Lewis slowly yet unceasingly pulled on my heartstrings, reshaping them forever. The question of if this pulling has reshaped my heart to better love God remains to be seen. But we are having a conversation.
Big thanks to Jackie from Me, My Skirt, and I. Definitely check out her channel, link in the comments. For the next character death, again, huge spoiler warning here. If you are watching Netflix's Shadow and Bone, this is a spoiler warning. Matthias. Oh, Matthias Helvar. Oh, gosh. Not Matthias. It's just, oh. So, all things considered, at the end of Crooked Kingdom, it would have seemed... It wouldn't have felt right if all the Crows gang managed to survive. Matthias was the honorable soldier type. He was never really the criminal. And then, but he had such a character arc. Oh my gosh. Because the one thing's, not Matthias. I mean, again, of all the entire Crows gang, I could relate most to Matthias here. He's the honorable, righteous one. Goes home like, I don't want anything to do with these criminals. But then he saw, like, no, this is what it's really all about, and then, Oh, not Matthias. Come on. Oh, I salute you, Lee Bardugo, but oh man, not Matthias. He came from a military background. He was basically just like kind of like indoctrinated and brainwashed to be just a killer, really hardened warrior killer. But then he softens up. He sees like, no, this is the way. No, the correct way to do things is this way. There's another way to do things, And then at the end, he's basically held at gunpoint by a younger version of himself, and he sees like, look, I know where you're coming from. I've been there too. You don't have to do this. There's another way. It's just, not they were going so well. Oh man. Because we got to know him so well, and because he changed so much, and we saw his struggles. Crushing blow. Definitely in the chat, in the comments, put down the sad character deaths that still really hit you every time, right in the feels. Thank you for watching. May the Lord be with you.